Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're deconstructing one of the most bizarre military UFO sightings on record. Seriously, we're talking about a whole fleet of mysterious objects that just seem to, well, break the laws of physics.
So get this, between 2014 and 2015, elite Navy pilots, guys like Lieutenant Ryan Graves, repeatedly encountered these objects off the East Coast. And what they were seeing seemed to defy everything they knew.
Now, the popular theory, of course, pointed to extraterrestrial origins. I mean, what else could it be, right? But what if the real answer is hiding in plain sight? Not in some distant galaxy, but right here on Earth, tucked away inside the U.S. Patent Office.
Okay, let's dive into what the pilots from the VFA-11 Red Ripper squadron actually witnessed. What were they seeing day in and day out? I mean, these craft perform maneuvers that are just impossible for any known drone or aircraft technology we have. We're talking hovering motionless in hurricane-force winds, pacing our best fighter jets at supersonic speeds, and operating in these perfect, synchronized swarms. They just loiter in the airspace all day long.
All right, here's the crucial point. To really understand this, you've got to stop thinking of this object as a vehicle and start thinking of it as a payload. The whole secret is wrapped up in what's going on with that dark cube.
Yeah, why would you fly a cube? An unaerodynamic cube seems like the absolute worst possible shape for an aircraft, right? It's literally a flying brake. So, if it's not for flying efficiently, what is its real purpose? Well, that dark cube is a classic piece of military hardware. It's called a corner reflector, and it's designed to be a perfect mirror for radar. That's its whole reason for being. Now, what's really interesting here is how it works. A stealth aircraft, has all those angled panels to scatter radar waves away from the source, to be invisible. The cube is the exact opposite. Its geometric corners are designed to catch radar waves and bounce them directly back to the source, making it hypervisible. And this is what's so brilliant. The cube functions like a radar magnifying glass. It's designed to create a giant ghost on enemy screens. We're talking a little 2-foot cube can appear on radar as a massive 150-foot B-52 bomber. Just incredible. And here's the kicker, the blueprint for this supposedly impossible object, well, it's been owned by the U.S. Navy for over 60 years. It's right there in the patent office. Okay, let's move on and see how this builds. Because a flying mirror is pretty useless if you can't actually make it fly, especially when it's shaped like that. So how'd they pull it off? Right? Because the flat faces of a cube would be torn apart by aerodynamic drag at the speeds they were clocked at. So how did this thing even survive? This is where that clear sphere comes in. It isn't just a container. It's actually a high-tech engine that uses plasma to eliminate air resistance entirely. It's absolutely wild. So this patented process totally explains the impossible performance. It projects this powerful electromagnetic field, ionizes the air into a plasma, and then just parts the air electronically. It's flying in a frictionless bubble. That's how you get silent supersonic flight and the ability to just sit there, hovering in a hurricane. And once again, this technology isn't alien. It's a documented and patented application of advanced physics. It's all right there for anyone to see. Okay, so now that we know what it is and how it flies, we can finally reveal the why. What was the strategic mission behind this whole Phantom fleet? Well, it turns out those sightings were a live-fire beta test of a really sophisticated electronic warfare program called NEMESIS. And the Navy has continued to evolve this tech. We're talking about creating swarms of active decoys now, ones that can perfectly imitate a U.S. strike force. So what's the ultimate goal here? What's the point of creating such a convincing Phantom Air Force? It's all about deception. Turns out the Navy secretly tested the Nemesis system on its own Top Gun pilots. They launched these things from submarines right off the Virginia coast and had them swarm their own training airspace. The pilots, the radar operators, nobody was told it was a test. And the result? They failed. The decoys were just too good. And this is the strategy. It's a masterpiece of electronic warfare. Step 1. Deploy thousands of these sphere cubes into enemy airspace. The enemy panics, turns on all their secret air defense radars to track what they think is a massive fleet. Step 3. U.S. intelligence instantly maps and records all of those secret radar frequencies. And then, the final step. The real stealth bombers slip in completely unnoticed while the enemy is wasting missiles on floating mirrors. Brilliant. So the crucial point,
is that this bizarre object isn't an alien probe at all. It's proof that the US can create a phantom army, literally out of thin air. It's one of the most elegant and effective military decoys ever designed. And that just raises this really provocative question, doesn't it? What other impossible craft are hiding in plain sight? What other advanced, patented technologies are out there right now being mistaken for something, well, not from here?